both Sham and I were just talking how grateful we were for all the devotees that came out to serve these last couple of days for our Janmashtami and Srila Prabhupada Vyasa Puja celebration. And this is actually what feeds and nourishes the soul. It's the hearing, the chanting, the devotional service, engaging our body and mind, in the service of the Lord. This is what actually rejuvenates. This wakes the soul up. This what engages. That's the original nature of the soul, is to serve its beloved Lord, Shri Shri Radha Krishna. So these festivals are a great opportunity to engage, and again, we're just hopefully everybody was inspired. I certainly was inspired, and we're really grateful for all the service that all the devotees came forth to make this festival, wonderful like it was. So we have actually, if you're thinking that, okay, it came and went, we actually got a couple more festivals coming up. So we'll just keep feeding ourselves. In fact, the name of our Rath Yatra is Feed Your Soul. That's the tagline, that's the slogan we use for Rath Yatra, is to feed your soul. So in 2 weeks, we have Radhastami. So 2 weeks, that is the appearance day of Srimati Radharani. So that's Friday, September 6th. And we'll be celebrating, it's a half a day fast, but we'll be celebrating the festival in the evening starting at 6 o'clock. So please mark that on your calendar. Next week we'll have some service opportunities. You can come help decorate, cook, if you want to get involved in cooking, making garlands. If you'd like to donate for the feast or the decorations, there'll be opportunities to do so. The week after is Bhadra Purnima, and this will be the first time we're going to be celebrating that here in Philadelphia. This is a day, it's explained that if you, it's explained in the Bhagavatam that if you give Bhagavatam and receive it, that day you go back to Godhead. Haribol. It's a very nice benediction. Sometimes you go into the store, you go shopping, and you realize that you go up to pay for it, and they say, don't you realize you get 3 for 1? You get a special deal. You didn't even know about it, but there it is. It's a special deal. So sometimes there's special days with special benedictions. That's another thing about these holy days. There's special mercy and special benedictions on that. So when you do devotional service on these days, you get that little bit of extra. So it's recommended that you give on these holy days, you do extra service on these holy days, you chant extra mantras, extra rounds on these holy days, and absorb yourself. So that's September 13th is Bhadra Purnima. We'll have a special class here, and we'll be distributing Srimad Bhagavatams on that day. The next big one after that is Philadelphia Rath Yatra. So our Philadelphia Rath Yatra will take place on Saturday, September 28th. Now that Janmashtami is over, Janmashtami is a really big preparation for Janmashtami. So after Janmashtami, our next real big push is Philadelphia Rath Yatra. We're going to need everybody's contribution, like we do every year, in order to make it a grand success. So please prepare yourself in this coming month to really get prepared, to find a little extra time and give. The weeks leading up, we're going to have postcard distribution. We're going to start having Sankirtan out on the street where we can invite people to come. We have posters outside. We have postcards outside. Please take them with you. We have a lot, and they have to all go out. So the more we distribute, the more people will come. We have a really good social media campaign that we're about to launch to try to get individuals that wouldn't know about it to come to our Rath Yatra. So now's the time. Now's the time to really get going for this Rath Yatra. You start in the lobby. We have a display, and if you haven't given and you want to give something to help contribute to the Rath Yatra, please consider. Tomorrow is ISKCON. Speaking of another holy day, a day where we can intensify our bhakti. We're just one after the other. It is a fast from beans and grains, and it's recommended that you spend a little extra time absorbing yourself in devotional practice. Another announcement is our For those of you who come to the morning program, we're having a slight change in our morning worship. At 7:30 in the morning, we're going to have our Darshan Arti. That's when the DD doors will open. It was 8:30. Now it's going to be moved to 7:30. And our Srimad Bhagavatam class, and right after the Darshan is we do Guru Puja to Srila Prabhupada. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to have our Srimad Bhagavatam class. And that'll end at 8:30. So we're trying to make it, we've done this for a couple different reasons, but we want to make it as friendly for the congregation to be able to come here in the morning, take part in the worship, and then be able to get off to work. We want to make it early enough so that you can do that. We realize many of you come from quite a distance, and we're working on an opportunity to make these classes more accessible to everybody so that they can listen every day in the morning and get darshan every day. We're not quite there yet, but we're working towards it. But we do want to make it so that this is a kind of a householder-friendly program that they can come to in the morning. So 7:30 will be Darshan Arti, and then followed by Guru Puja, and at 8 o'clock will be the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Okay. Wednesday night we have Kirtan here, our standard Kirtan program, so please come take advantage of that, a midweek boost. And then Thursday night we have Srila Prabhupada Leela night. So it's a night where we dedicate ourselves to reading about our founder Acharya's pastimes here and how we spread the Krishna consciousness movement. All right, time for prashad. If you look around, don't be surprised that there's not as many people here as on a Sunday feast. We just had Janmashtami. So there's usually 2 nights when the crowd's a little bit less. So one of them is the Sunday after Janmashtami, and then the other one is Super Bowl Sunday. We've actually gotten better with the Super Bowl Sunday, so we're making some advancement there. But it's natural right after a big festival because so many devotees really gave a lot, and some people came from far and stayed overnight. But I'm really happy that you guys came out. We have a great feast prepared. At 6:30, we will have our japa session, so please come back for that. And then followed by 6:45, another kirtan and arti. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki.